What's going on here in the state of Michigan?
Oh, well, apparently we're allowing a bunch of migrants in here,
Yeah.
and they're talking about giving them,
Yeah.
EBIT cards and money and
Yeah.
the same blue state hellhole bullshit that's happening in New York, California. I would say a little bit of New Mexico,
Illinois,
Chicago, Illinois.
Colorado. Colorado's also having this problem now. This is the next phase. Here's what you need to understand. And we're only going to talk about this piece a short bit because we've got something else to move on to. But this is the next stage. They're now going to ask you to volunteer to keep migrants in your home. And they're giving the migrants here in Michigan. Here in Michigan, the migrants are getting up to $15,000 cash. Then they're getting 8 months of EBT support, and they're getting 8 months of Medicaid, which is free medical care, except you're paying for it. It's coming out of your wallet. Now, with this free stuff, the state is also asking you, me, us, to volunteer to take in some migrant. Where do you think this goes?
Yeah. Well, it's going to listen. It's called mission creep. You and I have seen it many times.
Yep.
Starts off with, well, we're just doing this. And then they take another step and it gets bigger. And another step, it gets bigger. And then before you know it, well, you got multiple properties. We are going to force you to lease us them. And then later on, take them away from you. Fuck your constitutional rights.
Yes. You have a 4-bedroom home, and it shows here that your children are at school, which means it's just you and your wife. You can take in a full migrant family.
No. Fuck off.
But that's when they show up at the door with guns and say, you're taking this migrant family.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we're rapidly approaching this situation, people, and it's not funny. It's not a joke. State of Michigan asks for volunteers to help house migrants. The Michigan Department of Labor and Economic Development says residents who participate must make a 90-day commitment, like it'll stay 90 days. Income tax was supposed to be temporary to fund World War I.
Yeah, flatten the curve.
Flattened at 3%.
No, I'm talking. Remember
flattening the curve
for the COVID.
Just 2 weeks.
Yes,
just 2 weeks. Just 90 days. Take this migrant family in for just 90 days. Residents are asked to meet the person or family at the airport, helping find housing, enroll children in school, and help with finding employment for adults as part of the Welcome Corps. Wait, find employment? I thought you were an illegal alien. Oh, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, this is getting out of hand.
Yeah. The Office of Global Michigan's goal is to make Michigan the home for opportunity for our immigrant, refugee, and ethnic communities. Poppy Hernandez, Michigan's Chief Equity and Inclusion Officer and Director of the Office of Global Michigan, said, with expanded refugee settlement pathways, every Michigander can provide refuge and build a state where people are welcomed with open arms. Mm-hmm. The people coming across the border are being sent here by third world nation dictators, mm-hmm. like Castro did with the Mariel boat lift. And we talked about this extensively.
Yeah, listen, let's be honest. This is a soft invasion that's going to turn hard. I know the phrasing was bad there, but it's the truth.
Phrasing.
Yeah, we are definitely going to get the big one, the hard big one here shortly.
That's an ironic turn of phrase there, because the soft invasion turning hard and we're about to get the hard. I mean, that was a good transition. Good transition.
That is all of the phrasing right there in that sentence.
You got me on. What can I say, man? I don't know, man. This is just, I cannot believe that this is happening here. And for all the people out there that used to think that could never happen here,
that could never happen.
Go fuck yourself right now in all of your holes possible. And if you can, rip one open and make another one. Fuck off. This is happening. And we're telling you exactly what's going to take place rolling forward based on how shit used to happen in the past. Because it's the same goddamn pattern.
What's in the Bill of Rights? We're not supposed to quarter soldiers in our homes.
Correct.
Oh, well, guess what? That's going away.
No, because they're not soldiers.
Weapon of choice for this war is human carpet bombs. A lot of these immigrants have diseases that we have either not seen in the United States in 150 years or have never seen in the United States. I was talking to some nurses online today that were saying they're seeing a massive uptick of tuberculosis cases in the inner cities.
Yeah, that's a fucking problem.
We got rid of tuberculosis a century ago.
It was right after World War I.
Volunteers needed to support refugee settlement efforts in Michigan. This is Michigan's Labor and Economic Opportunity Board that you pay for with your taxes here in the state of Michigan. Again, every state is doing something like this. I shouldn't say every state. Almost every state is doing something like this.
Yes.
And it's your tax dollars. What this is massive fraud. This is massive fraud. This is RICO. This is the stuff that the RICO Act was created to deal with, is this level of fraud.
Yeah, but they just had that one 9-0 Supreme Court case where you can sue departments within the government now.
Can you?
Yes.
Oh.
Lawfare, anyone?
Oh, lawfare, RICO fraud on the states.
Lawfare.
As Welcome Corps celebrates a successful first year, the Office of Global Michigan encourages everyday Michiganders to take advantage of the new option to support a refugee family of their choosing. Programs like the Welcome Corps advance the Office of Global Michigan's mission to make Michigan the home for opportunity for our migrant, refugee, and ethnic communities, says Poppy Hernandez. Expanded refugee resettlement pathways empower more Michiganders to support our state's growing refugee population. These people are not viable. They don't have jobs. They don't have education. They don't have experience. Many of them are diseased. Many of them are literally from prisons, or were political prisoners, or are from insane asylums.
Correct.
This is the worst of the worst that they're sending us.
Yeah.
This is the worst of the worst. And I keep seeing this Welcome Corps thing showing up. So I looked it up here in the United States.
Oh, yeah. This could be good.
Oh, wait. Are you ready for this crap here?
Oh, yeah.
Are you ready for this crap? Let's go to Welcome Corps US. It's welcomeus.us. I'm going to go right to the leadership.
All presidents for the past 50 fucking years.
Except for one. I don't see Trump in there.
Yeah.
But this dates all the way back to Peanuts Carter, 1976. Secret Service, I hope you're listening in. I hope the Secret Service is listening into this, or the FBI or whoever, because I'm going to say this right here.
Don't get stupid.
Now. I'm not going to get stupid.
Okay.
I'm not going to get stupid. I know where the line is. I'm going to walk right up to the line and go, eh.
All right. Well, I mean, this is treason, in my opinion.
Exactly. You Secret Service guys, you FBI guys, if you really are out there listening, look at this. Look at the state of our border. This is all of the presidents back to Carter supporting and funding an invasion of the United States of America, and now asking American citizens to quarter these invaders in their homes. Wow. Your home is next, you dumb son of a bitch.
That's right.
Your home is next. These guys are coming to your home next. You're going to be in the house next door to yours. You got a daughter? I hope you like her raped by a fucking Congolese. Because that's what's coming for you.
That's
FBI,
right.
FBI, Secret Service.
Well, here's the thing.
Okay, I'm spun up, backing off.
All right, we gotta come back from the line. Come back from the line.
Back from the line.
All right.
Hang on. Before we continue, I think one of these is warranted.
Look at Sweden. Sweden never used to have this the rape and the assault and the murder problem that they have now.
Didn't exist there.
And they brought in all of the migrants from Africa. And guess what happened? Now, listen, I'm not trying to tell anyone one race is worse than the other, because quite frankly, if there was any other third world nations that were white and they were living under these rules and aspects, I wouldn't want them here either.
It's called a pattern.
Yeah.
It's called a pattern.
Third world and first world makes second grade shit.
Yes.
You add it doesn't work, because they are not coming here to actually assimilate into our culture. They want to come here, maintain their own culture, and then take over a piece of property or whatever they're going to do. There's already no-go zones in virtually every nation in Europe.
We have them here in the United States too. Dearborn is now a Muslim country.
Correct.
Neighborhood of Detroit is now a Muslim country. Hamtramck, same thing. It's just completely off the chain. And again, you FBI guys, you Secret Service guys, God, I hope you're listening. I really do, because they're going to move in next door to you.
Yes, they are.
They're going to move in next door to you, and you're going to pay the price for your absolute feckless treason. Look,
well, let's be honest here. Let's be honest. All right. I know FBI guys. 80% of the guys that are rank and file, Most of them are veterans. They love this country. They're doing their deal.
Yeah.
But the 20%, the first, second, third, and part of the fourth tier of the leadership in that organization, in my opinion, needs to be retired, fired, or let the fuck go, because they're influencing all of this horse shit. It's strictly my opinion.
I should have seen it when I worked for the alphabet that I worked for. I worked for an alphabet for 6 years. While in the military, and your military record gets kind of set on a shelf, and it says overstrength in your assignment box. And you go work for this alphabet because you've got skills that they want in there. And
they could pay you peanuts.
Exactly.
You're getting paid as an E6.
Yes.
Doing GS11 work, where those guys make 130 to 160 G's a year.
Exactly.
And they're paying you $32,000.
And that's why they do that.
I understand.
It's a great assignment.
Yeah. I worked alongside a couple alphabet agencies. I know how it works.
Yeah. I watched as I was under Mike Hayden, the first when he was director of the NSA. The Bush administration started replacing the competent leadership they had in that alphabet agency. Guy named Bill Clore. He's dead now. I get to say his name. He passed, unfortunately, back in 2004 from cancer. Bill Clore was a fantastic guy. One of the best real alphabet guys I've ever met in my life. We had another one. I can't even remember his name, but he looked like Wilford Brimley.
Yeah.
I just wanted to eat oatmeal with him.
I used to have FBI guys come to the kickboxing gym to spar with me and take lessons.
Nice. Nice. Those guys got phased out, and the Bush administration started phasing in douchebags. We got this one guy who wanted to impress, and this is a room full of senior operators and intelligence guys and pointy end of the stick guys, and he's giving us the briefing because he's the new guy coming in, and he starts saying the word portend. What does this portend for the agency? This portends. We started counting, and my buddy next to me, John, nudges me and goes, 19. Portend 20.
We used to do the same thing.
But you could see the quality plummet during the Bush administration. And that's the kind of crap that we're dealing with now.
Well, I mean, if you want to see a government that's being run by a bunch of diversity hires, well, look around, because that's what you got.
Yeah.
Now, when you do diversity hiring, at best, you're getting people who are C average, like minimum performers.
Just barely.
Minimum performers. And when you're making decisions that are going through billions of dollars, millions of dollars, lives, property, what have you, do you really want somebody with a C average making those decisions? It's like going to the hospital for life-saving surgery, and they bring out the third stringer and go, he's going to hook you right up. Holy shit.
And the guy's standing there flipping through a surgical manual with pictures.
Yep. Hang on, let me YouTube this.
You're fucked.
Yeah.
You're fucked.
Yes. Yeah, and if the doctor analogy doesn't get to you, just look what's going on with the airline companies.
Oh, a Boeing almost lost an entire wing today.
Yeah,
really?
In the air.
Wow.
A Boeing aircraft almost lost a wing in the air.
Yeah. You know, the emergency door, you know, a couple times is one thing. You lose an entire freaking wing on an airplane.
You're done.
All right, now, hang on here. All right. Now, I myself have never been in an aircraft that lost a door or a wing. I've been on one that was on fire.
You ever been in an auto rotate?
Yes. And let me tell you, that 2 minutes while smoke was filling the cabin was absolutely terrifying.
Yeah.
For most people. But I'm like, oh shit. At least my life insurance is paid off, because we are going in.
There's nothing you could do. We were flying up to the training area in Korea, and we were literally like in an episode of MASH meets Vietnam, because it was Huey's, but over Korean rice fields. Sitting in the door, going up. I think it was like the number 3 guy, and the bird next to us just goes, Rah.
It lands
down into the rice paddy.
What's going on out there?
7-3 just auto rotated. Okay, everybody okay?
Yeah. I auto rotated in Sinai, Egypt, and that was not
pleasant. Ass balls. It looked scary. I've
But
never been in a bird that did that.
And technically, if you auto rotate in a helicopter, it's a crash.
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join Pop for Supporter Sundays, go to redonkulous.com/donate and make a monthly pledge. A link is in the meat case box.